Hi and welcome back. So tonight I'm excited because we're making eggplant parmesan. Very old recipe passed down from my mom and my grandfather, and it's delicious. You're gonna love it. So what we've done is laid out all the ingredients. I'm gonna show you exactly what you need to make eggplant parm. So here we go. We have fresh sliced mozzarella. We have breadcrumb. We have olive oil, red wine, tomatoes, fresh basilico, which is basil, if you guys don't know, 3 eggs, some pecorino romano cheese, a lot of fresh garlic, probably like a head, a little bit of granulated powdered garlic, salt and pepper to taste, and flour. And the main star of the show is the eggplant. The eggplant was peeled and sliced in round discs. Okay, so that's what the ingredients are. So, Chris, would you like to get started?
Sure.
So the first step that Chris is going to do is take the eggs. He's gonna crack the eggs. Now I know this looks simple, and it is simple. Some people just don't know how to cook, and we're gonna show you how easy it is. So you just crack the eggs and you whip them. You can use a whisk. If you don't have a whisk, you can use a fork. So Chris is whisking the eggs. You have a very good technique there, Chris. I like that. Fast, steady, and in the same motion. So after he gets done whipping the eggs, he's going to use the flour. I'm going to help him out. He's going to use the flour, and in the flour, he's going to give a little salt and pepper to taste. So that has a little bit of flavor. We're using fresh cracked black pepper and some Himalayan pink salt, which is what we like to use here. So, enough to taste. Yes. And the next thing is the eggplant. So, Chris is setting up for a technique that's known as, we're gonna take the eggplant and we're gonna put it in the flour first. Now, Chris, let's get over here. We're gonna take the breadcrumb and add a little bit of sea salt and black pepper. And he's gonna also add some Romano cheese. You want to flavor the breadcrumb so it tastes really good. He's using the Romano cheese and a little bit of garlic powder that I also use to bump up that garlic flavor. So you just mix that around. And he's gonna, he's gonna bread these eggplants. And the first thing he's gonna do is take the eggplant and he's gonna dip it in the flour and just coat it both sides. And then he's gonna put it in the egg wash. And then from there, he's gonna coat it really well. And then you put it in the breadcrumb. And you just make sure it's covered well on both sides. And you place that aside until we are ready to fry these, because we're gonna fry those up in olive oil on the stove top. So, while Chris is breading and frying the eggplant, I'm going to come over here and show you how we're going to start the sauce. So I have a lot of garlic here. Okay, and I'm going to take that garlic. I'm going to use this pot. And I should have had my can of tomatoes opened already, but I don't. So I'm going to put in some garlic to cover the bottom of that pot. Okay, that's like a jigger full. And I'm going to heat up. I'm going to put this on a medium flame. Medium flame. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the garlic. That's a lot of garlic, but I like a lot of garlic. So I'm just going to make sure that that's in there with the garlic and the oil. Okay, we're going to lightly brown that. In the meantime, I'm going to come back over here. How you doing, Chris?
Doing good.
Chris is doing good. He's still flouring and egging and breading. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to open up a can of tomatoes. Now I'm using a fresh can of tomatoes. These are crushed. And when this oil is hot enough, we're going to add the tomatoes. Chris, can I bother you for a wooden spatula, please? So we're getting this hot. This pan is going to get hot. And on the other pan, we're going to start heating that up with oil to get ready to start frying our eggplant. Okay, so we're going to take a little break and we'll be back. This is part 1 of eggplant parm.